Så går jeg lige herover.
Ja, sådan, vi starter, jeg tror, vi er live faktisk. Yes, godt. We have Jan Hansen back here in the studio. Yesterday we talked about what we could expect from the next 24 hours. Now we are here 24 hours later, and let's start with some really nice footage from Kronborg last night, and that was where we talked about how to enter Øresund, and they had a battle. I know these guys. You were in contact with Henrik, or?
Yeah. We talked about the routing from when he was leaving Kronborg and down through Øresund. And my best advice was staying close to the Danish shore. There will be most wind, not a lot, but more than in the easterly coast of Sweden.
Yeah.
And it seems like he has stuck to the plan and made a little hole to Flux.
Yeah. They came in. He wrote to me that they were like something like half a mile after when they started to get around the corner of Kronborg, but they managed to squeeze in front of Flux, and then later on he managed to maintain extend the lead, so he was really up to 12 nautical miles in the lead.
Yeah. But I think also the XP44 is a more easily driven boat in the lighter conditions. The X49, which is a furling boom, and the mainsail for a furling boom has to be rather flat, and that is not what you want in the night conditions.
Okay.
And also, I gave Henrik the advice to change his furling jib, which he started with in the rough conditions in the beginning of the race. Now we have lighter conditions, so he should change to a better jib for the last remaining part of the race.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. Actually, how the boats are neck to neck when they're gonna go upwind, because let's maybe switch to the other screen where we have the tracking single hand in shot. Let's just see. This must be this one. Now we have the boats here. We can zoom in a little bit on the. We're both the double-handed and the fully crewed boats out here. What should we expect now? Now we talked about yesterday. What's in pipeline for the next 24 hours?
I've done some analyzing of the weather, and it seems like at the moment now they will have some westerly winds about 10 knots or so until they get around Christiansø, and the wind will change a little bit to the north afterwards that. So it seems like they can lay up Gesser when they come around Duval.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that should be easy peasy.
Yeah. And
as always.
Yeah. It's easy going up.
When you look for the forecast for the next 2 days, there shouldn't be any big damage.
Okay. Yeah. So there will be no vacuum bombs falling on the.
No, it doesn't look like that.
Okay. No. And if you're talking about the two front runners in that race, you talked about the boat which were good in light and in the heavy. What do you think about the going upwind? It's a longer boat, the 49.
Yeah, but it's also a bit heavier, so
yeah,
they'll be just about equal. But I think if you come to a point where you have to ease out the sheets a little bit in 15-20 knots, the 49 should be faster because it's a longer water line.
Okay. And then I guess hitting the right wind shifts will be decisive.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, absolutely. It's also I did a routing for Xbox, and he should have around 2 days and 12 hours left. So it's very, very important that you can keep the pressure on the boat for the whole time, for the remaining part of the race.
Yeah,
they're not home yet.
You told me also about how it would split into going upwind and going with a bit of ease on and going. And there was. Do you remember the numbers now? How much was it?
They will have approximately 36 hours of upwind and 5 hours of running and the 15 hours of reaching or so.
Okay.
But mostly upwind.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have the single-handed sailors as well. Should we start with let's see, single-hand, the offshore sailors? It's it's really split into two atoms. We have the two in the lead down here, resting at Gaza. They will probably start out here this evening. I can see if we can highlight them. If you, yeah, they are here, but they are kind of sleeping. Will they make it back home to Aarhus from there?
It'll be tight.
Yeah, because they don't have to go to Lillebælt as on the inshore
No.
course. They have to go this way.
Yeah, that'll be tight if they can make it.
Yeah, we have this new rule of 15 miles, and that could come into play, I guess.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
It could be just a matter of the last few hours and see if they can make it. But SAR, which is an optimized XP44, should have an upper hand against the Embla.
Yeah.
Which is a bit more heavy boat. Not so racy. It's a good boat, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
so racy.
But I actually asked them about that. They're around about the same in the weight. Yeah, it looks more heavy. I agree.
Yeah,
but they're around 10 tons both.
But the sheeting angles and
Yeah.
things
Okay.
more optimized, and the keel and rudder are optimized a bit more on the XP44.
Maybe we should explain this new rule. Normally it is like this, that you can sail for a maximum of 36 hours, and then you have to rest for 8.
Yeah.
And within this new rule, if you enters a zone of 15 miles before the 36 hours, actually for 37 hours, then you can sail the rest of the route without resting.
Yeah.
And yeah, that could be a possibility that would happen.
Yeah, okay. It isn't necessarily a good idea as a racer to go for that, because if the wind is very light and you are into a new slot where you are allowed to take your 8 hours, and you can see if you are 20 miles from the finish line and say, why should you continue in very, very light conditions?
Oh, yeah.
If you expect more wind coming, then you would just drop your anchor and take 8 hours rest.
Yeah, because you can subtract these 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. So even though you're not first back, then you would win. And
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point, Jan.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right, we have other boats than the two ones in the lead. We have Jan Hansen in Beluga. He has been resting, right?
Yeah, he's been resting at anchor at Rügen.
Yeah.
And he left the anchor spot at the 3:30 this afternoon, and now we see he's on his way. Yeah.
Okay, and then we have over here, do you have any idea if these boats are able to make it back home? The X79?
Yeah,
No problem?
Yeah, I think easily.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah, even though he's far behind, he has 4 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's nearly...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just about...
Here we go.
He's more than halfway around.
I think so too. Yeah. Okay.
I think I have them now that I only have for the Lillebælt, and if you go through Lillebælt, you have I can see 300 miles back or something like that from Duø.
Yeah, and they started out with 760. So they are more than halfway.
And he just goes through Storebælt, so he has a shorter course to go back.
Okay.
So he'll be here at the dinner time.
I hope both Robert and Esben hears this, because we are expecting you back here for the...
I think they will be here in time for the starters, and they will be hungry.
For sure. Then we have the single-handed the inshore racers. Oh, that's my mother calling. You are doing some routing also for this guy, right?
Yeah, for Emily.
Yeah, which is an Archambault 35.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
The plan is now that he should go on port tack, as you can see he's doing it right now, until around 5-6 o'clock this afternoon. Now more as you go further north than it is now, maybe 2 or 3 hours more, and then he should tack to starboard, and the wind will be better for him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he can go a straight line from just about Oranje or so to Gedser.
Okay, so Gedser is a kind of like we talked about. Nexø is a good place to go in.
Yeah, but he has a lot of time to do that. Gedser could be a nice place for him.
Yeah.
Next stop is Rødby, but also maybe if the wind is against, he could go down to Femern.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I did 3 years ago.
So over here.
Yeah. I passed through Femern.
Okay.
On a beach from Gedser to Lillebælt. So that could be an option, but that is dangerous.
Yeah, you put yourself on kind of the one side of the of the red.
Stuck in the corner.
Where is it? Rødby is here, around here somewhere, right?
Yeah, you have Rødby Færge.
Yeah, it must be between these two.
That is the only one.
Yeah.
Next up is Bangkok.
Yeah.
But we will take that, take a decision on that tomorrow morning, I think.
Okay.
We'll see where it is and how the weather conditions will be.
But time-wise, that area is good for everybody that comes off Bornholm to now. Also for Esben and for Robert and whoever.
I don't know how they are situated with their stops, where they have to stop, when they have. But Rügen is a good place.
Yeah.
Where you can anchor, but I don't think they can make it because you have from Bornholm to Rügen, you have 65 miles.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I think at least I know that Robert in Lea, he has to stop either in this evening and take the 8 hours rest, either in Christiansø or in maybe Nexø if you can manage to get there.
Yeah, Christiansø can be a crowded place to be.
Yeah.
Nexø is far better if you can make it.
Okay, and then we have least but not last. We have the boat in the lead. Goya has abandoned.
Yeah.
Like Gjøa, or what the name is. Yeah. It's a Pogo 30 that made it to Falsterbo, and then they kind of looked at all the upwind coming, I guess, and then they thought, well, let's go home. But we have the Dragonfly finally on the tracker also. Yeah. And what do you say? When should we expect them back here in Aarhus?
Depends.
Come on.
Depends on the wind.
Give us a long shot.
No, but it could be 24 hours easy. They can easily do it in that.
Yeah, but it couldn't be 18 or 12 or something. No,
I don't think so. No. They have some upwind coming, and that ain't their favorite.
Yeah. No, they still have
They
need actually to go around.
Yeah.
Langlands.
They have about 40 miles upwind sailing at least.
Yeah.
And that would take them. Difficult to get about that, but their VMG must be about 6 knots or so, 7 at the best.
Yeah.
So they could easily take them 8 hours or so.
Yeah. They're doing for that boat, it's not impressive, I guess, to do 8.9 in upwind.
No.
I think they want more.
Yeah.
Okay, but at least I will put the champagne in the fridge because they will be here most likely within 24 hours. We can say that without and it won't be in the night, I think. The night's so short, so we can see them in the daylight.
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right, Jan, anything to add? Anything we kind of missed? No?
I don't think so. No.
So if you want to meet the single-handed sailors, you should go to Lolland Falster area.
Yeah.
That will be their preferred place.
Gedser would be the best place for them to stop.
Okay. All right, then I will shut it down for now.
Okay.
Will you be here again tomorrow, or are you leaving for Copenhagen? Or what?
No, I'll probably be here tomorrow.
Okay. Let's see if we can fix. Maybe I will be actually in Copenhagen. Maybe we can do it online. Then then we can team up on online. Yeah. See if you were right and what happened. Okay, but over for now.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.